We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and today is Friday, January 16th, and I'm at my father's house, and we have a very special guest today, and his name is Daryl. Hi Daryl.
Hey, hi Matt.
Well, I noticed that you were mentioning earlier that you're on a fast right now.
Correct.
How long have you been on a fast for?
Since January 4th.
January 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, that's a lot of days. Today is the 16th. That's like 12. And you haven't had any solid food whatsoever?
I've cheated a little bit. I've had just a few, little chunks like maybe a half inch of chicken in a salad a couple of times.
Okay.
And a little bit of cheese, but that's about it.
Why are you fasting?
For spiritual reasons, but when I looked at this fast, which is called the Daniel fast, I also noticed there's a lot of good health benefits, and I do want to get back to my weight I should be at my bone structure.
Sure. Okay. I noticed that you've been eating a drink every day. You've been carrying around with you. You mind sharing us with what that is? The drink over there?
Oh yeah. It's from Bolthouse Farms. It's from the San Joaquin Valley in Central California, which probably has some of the best produce in the world. And it's got a great mixture of fruits and vegetables in there, and different types of healthy grasses and chlorella and
seaweed I saw in there.
Seaweed.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's 100% juice, but I know you mentioned to me that it's pasteurized.
Yeah.
What's, if I'm going to interview you back, what does pasteurizing do to all this healthy stuff?
Well, the ideal thing to do would be to drink vegetable juice. That's like the ideal way to get vitamins and minerals in their most absorbable form. They're alive. When you pasteurize it, you heat it to where it destroys a lot of the enzymes and a lot of the beneficial nutrients in there. You'll still derive some benefit from that. I mean, the first thing you're going to derive benefit from is the fast, because you're eliminating all those processed damaging foods that hurt someone. So like, it's more important what you don't eat than what you actually eat. And I was actually mentioning to Daryl earlier that, I mean, it's easy to buy a drink like that. It's pretty good. It's just pasteurized instead of having to make juice, which takes a long time. So I was recommending to Daryl here, I mean, that's still alkalizing to the system, and I recommended if you were to put like a green food in there, such as Vitamin Mineral Green or Dr. Fred Bishy's green food or greener grasses, which are all available down there at that link, that could be a very beneficial thing for him, because not only will he kind of get the alkalizing juice effect, but he'll also get live nutrients from those green foods. And I actually gave him a bottle of the greener grasses. What did you think of that?
It does, like it says in the bottle, it has kind of a malty flavor, and it's actually pretty good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So
that's my first time using it, so I actually added some to the green goodness, and you were right, it really changed the flavor. But interviewing back to you, what kind of, you can put it in water, and what else can you put it in? Just fresh,
the green food,
fresh juiced stuff?
Sure. Well, you could put the green food in fresh stuff, fresh juice, in water. It's also good to put some enzymes in with it. It'll help, break it down, and even with more absorption. And also it has a cleansing effect on the body when you take enzymes on an empty stomach with juice or something. But for green juice, if you're willing to take the time and make a green juice, I would recommend, you don't even need the green powder. Like, the green powder is good for people that don't necessarily have that. But it's also good to put in your green juice if you really want to. I usually like to try to get 2 green drinks in my body a day. And if, like, on the second green drink I can't do a vegetable juice, I'll put that in some water or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some people even mix that stuff in food, like applesauce and just the green food. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
So a great thing for applesauce, even when you buy all the different brands, it's generally 100% applesauce, right?
Yeah, well, that's pasteurized too.
Oh.
I generally take apples and I just put them in the blender and I blend it to make my applesauce.
Probably much better, way much better.
Cool. So I guess the suggestions that I would like to give to you is when you're done with this fast, there's certain foods that are really damaging to the body, and I would recommend eliminating those if you can. And those are refined sugars and processed starches. Bread is one of those, is a processed starch. It's probably one of the most difficult things to give up. But if you could just do those two things, that is such a huge improvement. You'll start to lose weight, and you'll just start becoming very healthy.
I think I've already dropped about 12, maybe between 12 and 15 pounds.
Cool. And one last suggestion, if you're willing to do colon hydrotherapy, since you're doing a fast, this is the ideal time to do that. I think you could have, if you were to do a series of that stuff, it could result in tremendous benefit to you. Just another suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me and everybody else what that is?
Colon hydrotherapy is when you go to a therapist and they cleanse your colon. The colon is the central waste station of the human organism. And it sounds like an uncomfortable thing to do to many people. What it is a speculum is inserted in the rear end, and gallons of water pull out all the waste in the colon, and it's the ultimate way to detox the body. There's nothing out, in my opinion, nothing else out there compares to that, even to the slightest. And when you've been fasting for as long as you have, this is like your body is really starting to cleanse, and there's a lot of, you could take your health to the next level if you were to do something like that right now.
So that's a diplomatic way of calling enema what an enema
yes,
is?
But it's a professional colonic. It's different than an enema. But enemas would be good too. Professional colonic is where you go somewhere and it's like an hour of cleansing your entire colon, where the enema will just clean the lower portion. They're both great, but colonics will be awesome.
And where can you make this take place?
I would go to the health food store, maybe ask someone there, or go online, look for colon hydrotherapy. I think I know of a place in this area that I can recommend you to.
Do you have to buy equipment for that?
No, you just go in. It's like a session that you get done. It's like an hour. You go in, they do it, you leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard. Well, I'm sure I could use that, and it would be of great benefit.
Cool. Well, we're getting. Okay.
And it would be a happy ending.
Yeah. Well, we're getting close to the 8-minute mark, and the video only could go for a certain amount of time. Is there any last words you'd like to say to everybody?
Well, besides the proof of the pudding and you and how great you look, Jack LaLanne, what is he, 92, and he drinks all juice and vegetables, and he's in great shape.
Yep. Cool. Well, thanks, Daryl. And that was a great interview. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Raw Spirit Saturday. That's going to be a fun one. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.